Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel Beyond Tarot. What I wanted to do is I reset the entire deck and I wanted to pull a card for each sign. And what I wanted to do is pull a card to see where each sign is at currently um, at this point in time in their life. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have I'm going to shuffle the deck. It's all reset. The entire deck is reset. However, I'm going to shuffle the cards, and the purpose of this reading is really to see where each sign is at currently. So one card is going to represent each sign and basically telling where you are at this point in time. Okay, so just give me a moment. I really don't do tarot readings. Not that I can't do it. I just choose not to do it. I'm more into the occult. However, I hope you guys enjoy this. So basically, we're gonna shuffle the deck, and we're gonna read. We're gonna pick a card for each sign, and that's where you are currently in life. We're gonna do two separate cards for each sign. One will be people who are not currently working on themselves, and then people who are working on themselves. So here we go. We're gonna give this 7 shuffles. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right, for the sign of Aries, the people who are not doing the work, what's currently going on with Aries, who are not doing the work, you are in the King of Swords. For the people who are not doing the work, you are currently in this King of Swords energy at this time. Probably cutting out people because you're probably going through a difficult time right now. There's people in your life who are challenging. You're probably going through a challenging time at this time because you're not doing the work. So things are not running smooth for you at this time. It could be all around in various sectors of your life. So you're currently in the King of Swords energy. For the Aries who are doing the work, what energy are they currently in? They are in the Queen of Swords. So one step behind the King of Swords. So you're also working on yourself getting there. Some of you have came, as you see, you're the Queen of Swords. You came from the Page of Swords. So you guys are definitely moving up. For the people who are not doing the work, you probably came to a point in life where you probably were doing it before and you reached the King of Swords, but you need to get back into that energy and continue doing the work. Same thing for the people who currently are the Aries who are doing the work. You're both at a standstill. For the people who the Aries that are doing work, you are currently in the Queen of Swords energy, which means that you are going to make it to the King of Swords. The people who are not doing the work, the Aries who are not doing the work, you're probably in the King of Swords and you're stuck at this point. So it's really interesting how both the Queen and the King of Swords, you both have done work. One of you stopped at some point, but you're making it up. You're going up, you're rising, but you're stuck at these two points. So that's for Aries. Okay, keep doing the work. For the Aries who stopped at the King of Swords, you stopped doing the work and you're stuck there. For those of you for the Aries that are doing the work, you're one card beneath the King of Swords. So continue doing the work to step up. All right. For the Taurus people who are not doing the work, you are currently in the Ace of Wands, and the people who are doing the work, the Taurus people who are doing the work, you're at the Three of Pentacles. So you reach to a point of where you're at the Ace of Wands and you stop doing the work. And you need to keep moving. So you need to keep moving. You're stuck at the Ace of Wands, right? And that means you're way behind. You're way behind, right? The Ace of Wands is the first card. So basically, you're not doing the work. You're still stuck in this energy, right? You're stuck in the root chakra energy, all the way at the base, at the bottom, which represents the first chakra and the first card, right? So basically, you're still here. The people who have not done the work. For those of you who have done the work, you're stuck at the Three of Pentacles. Okay, you're probably seeking out advice, asking about ways to improve and move up, especially in your finances, right? Keep moving up. Move up. Keep moving up. Keep moving up. We want to get to the Kings. We want to get to the Wheel of Fortune. We want to move up the tarot at this time. So for those Tauruses people who are doing the work and who are not doing the work, continue doing your work so that you can move up the tarot. Okay? That was Taurus. For the Geminis. Two cards. One for people who are not doing the work. You're in Justice. And the people who are doing the work. For the Geminis who are doing the work. So Geminis who are not doing the work, you're in the current Justice. Now, if you're not doing the work, you're probably having justice being taken against you, or you reach to the point where you stop doing the work because you reach the point in life where you are taking justice against other people. You're taking your own justice, kind of like a vigilante. So, in any area of your life, you may be going through judgment or you're judging others. Okay? Those of you who are not doing the work, right? Continue doing the work so that shit doesn't backfire on you. Those of you who are doing work, you are on the Temperance card, which means that you are given equal and even balance. But temperance also means overindulgence. And you need to be moderate in the things that you're doing. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you are indulging in food. It could be an imbalance in where you're doing too much or doing too less. And as you can see, the cup it's not even. Okay? And it's crazy how temperance and justice is there because they're both similar. One is getting justice and one is giving justice. One is doing too much. So justice could be in the sense that your health is poor. The justice is that you're not doing well. Your overall health is in jeopardy, right? And there needs to be a balance in your health. This could apply to any specific area of your life. So take what resonates in each area of your life, whether it's work, relationships, your health. There needs to be an even balance for Gemini. Okay, like I said, for those of you not doing the work, you're either getting justice being done against you, and those who are doing the work, you need to be temperate in your work, life, relationships. There needs to be a balance because it's unbalanced at this time. Either you're giving too much or somebody's taking too much from you. So there's no balance in your relationships. You try to balance it out and don't give too much of yourself. Sometimes you're in a position where you don't have a choice but to give, but you don't give too much, such as work. Okay, next up we have Cancer. For those of you who are not doing the work, you are in the Ten of Cups because you made it there. And those of you who are doing the work, you are in the Nine of Cups. So you're not doing the work. You're stuck. You're happy where you are currently. For those of you who are not doing the work, because hey, I'm in a happy place right now and I don't need to do more than I already have done. Okay, but that doesn't mean that you stop there just because you made it to the Ten of Cups. There's beyond the Ten of Cups, which is the 11th, the 12th, the 13th, right? All the way to the end of the tarot. So you're just stuck at, hey, I'm happy, I'm in a happy place right now because I've done the work, right? So I'm not doing the work. Those of you who are doing the work, you are on the Four of Cups, so you made it this far. Keep doing the work to make it up the tarot deck. Be mindful of illusions in the sense that you think you made it, but there's always a level above where you currently are at this time. Okay, Cancer? So there's always a step ahead and a step above where you currently are. Right? This is why it's beyond tarot. It's more than just being in this energy. There's always a step ahead, step above where you currently are at this time. So the Leos who are not doing the work, you are currently in the Five of Pentacles, and those of you who are doing the work, you are in the Empress. You're not doing the work, and you're currently in the Five of Pentacles energy, Leo. The Five of Pentacles, that's like that's like you got 5 steps ahead to make it, you're 5 pentacles behind, right? And the Empress, for those of you who are not doing the work, I'm sorry, for those of you who are doing the work, you are in the Empress energy, but be mindful that, like I mentioned before, just because you're stuck at a good place in life doesn't mean that you're going to be at that point all the time. You may end up reaching to the 5 pentacles, right? But what do you have to do to make it past the 5? Right? You're in this energy now, today, and tomorrow you may have your downfall. So it's not about where you currently are, it's about moving one step ahead. Okay? I hope that makes sense. The currently energy that you currently in now doesn't last forever. You may be pretty and all dolled up now, but you may end up hitting rock bottom in the end. Same situation here. You may be hitting rock bottom now, but you're gonna make it one step ahead tomorrow. Keep doing the work. Keep look at the first um, video that I made about cleansing your energy. Okay, and I think that would really help get you out of the rut that you're currently in. Okay, Leo. Next up, we have Virgos. Virgos who are not doing the work. Who are not doing the work. You're in the Six of Energy, Six of Swords energy, and those of you who are doing the work, you are in the Five of Swords. You're not doing the work, and you are currently in the Six of Swords energy, which means that whatever situation you're currently in now, you're trying to get away from it, whether that be work, romance, family, whatever it's going on. It's not a good time for you. And you're trying to get away from there. You're trying to get away from the Six of Swords to make it to the 7, to make it to the 8, to make it to the 10th, etc. To make it to the King of Swords. To be on top of where you are right now. To be one step ahead. Those of you who are doing the work, okay, you're definitely going through some type of tough situation, and you're on top at this time. You're on top. Whatever is going on right now, you're fighting a good battle, right? You're fighting a good battle, but be mindful. Eventually, you're gonna get tired. You're gonna get worn out. You're gonna get exhausted. You're gonna get tired of fighting. I've been fighting. I've been fighting. I've been fighting. I've been fighting for days, weeks. It's been months. Now it's time to move on from the Five of Swords. Move up the chain. All right. Okay, Virgo. Next up, we have Libras. Libras who are not doing the work. You are in the Nine of Wands energy. And those of you who are doing the work, wow. Okay, that's very, very, very dramatic. For those of you who are doing the work, you're in the Tower moment. So, okay, we can take a negative and we can make it a positive. All right. Here's what we're gonna do. Those of you who are not doing the work, you're currently guarded. You're not protecting yourself. You're not working on yourself. You're not working on the energy that's around you, and you feel guarded. You may have been hurt, etc., etc., etc. Those of you who are doing the work, look at this. You're one step ahead, right? But you made it this far to be hit by the tower. But the point of being hit by the tower doesn't mean that you failed. It doesn't mean that you lost everything. The Tower moment actually a good card in the sense to remind you not to give up all the hard work that you put in. All the hard work that you've put in, you have to keep going. You have to utilize all the knowledge that you've got to that point. And you keep going. You revisit what you've done before that worked for you. All the knowledge that you accumulated, you have to utilize it to pass the tower, to avoid the tower from happening in the first place. Okay? And that's the way I interpret it. I'm not going to look at it and say it's a negative card. If you're doing the work, you can overcome it, you can avoid it. Okay? I hope that makes sense, and I hope that that helps some people out there. All right, we are on to Scorpio. Scorpios who are not doing the work, who are not doing the work, who are not doing the work. Oh, those of you who are not doing the work, you made it to the to the King of Cups, and those who are doing the work. Holy crap! Holy crap! You see that? Those of you who are not doing the work, you made it to the King of Cups because you done the hard work and you're just chilling and relaxing. All the hard work that you put in, here you are, the King of Cups. All the hard work that you've done this far, this is where you're currently at. Those of you who are currently doing the work, you're currently at the High Priestess. Keep on going, keep on using your manifestations, keep on cleansing yourself. Keep on doing the work that you're currently doing to maintain where you currently are and go above where you are. It's always about moving up. And when you encounter difficulty, utilizing the skills that you currently have to overcome and avoid those challenges. Even if you're facing a challenge, you overcome it because you have the skills, you have the mindset, you have the knowledge that you used before. Okay, Scorpio? Those of you who are doing the work, and those of you who are not doing the work. Okay? Those of you who are not doing the work, these are the deck that who are not doing the work. This is the deck that are doing the work, okay? You're not doing the work because you made it this far. And you're chilling and relaxing and say, hey, all the hard work I've done paid off. Okay? Scorpio, those of you who are doing the work, you made it to the High Priestess. Keep on going. Keep on utilizing your knowledge and your gifts and your spiritual gifts to keep on moving ahead and avoid and overcoming the challenges that you've gotten this far. Okay, Scorpio, Sagittarius people who are not doing the work. Those of you who are not doing the work, okay, then it's time to start doing the work. Those of you who are not doing the work, you need to start doing the work. You need to start doing it now. You need to start working on yourself now, Sagittarius. You probably made it. You probably made it to the top at some point, and you probably got knocked back down, and it's telling you you got to start all over again because you're not maintaining it. You made it to the King of Cups. You made it all the way to the top of the tower deck. You had it all. You lost something, and then you're making your way back up. Okay, you're making your way back up. Keep on working on yourself, right? For those of you who are not doing it, you need to start working back. Going back to old, start over from the beginning, right? It's kind of like, okay, I made it to the top, and where do I begin? Where do I go from here? Sometimes you have to go backwards to move forward, if that makes sense. You got to go and revisit all the hard work that you put in, and I need to keep on moving. Utilize those things that you've done before. Utilize new skills. Those of you who are doing the work, here you are. You're at the Seven of Pentacles. Look, one card less. One card less. One card less than the ones who are not doing the work. So you're moving up. You're up there. Remember when you get to the Seven of Cups, to the Eight of Cups, that you don't forget all the hard work that you've done before. Okay, Sag? So you're currently in this energy. Those of you who are doing the work, and yeah, you may make it to the Eight of Cups, but when you get to the Eight of Cups and you're here, don't remember all the hard work that you invested in. Right? You planted all your seeds and you're waiting for the fruit of your labor. But when you start receiving the fruit of your labor, don't just give up. Keep on working. Keep on putting in the effort so that you don't fall behind. I'm hoping that makes sense. Okay. All right, Sag. We're moving on to Capricorn. Capricorn who are not doing the work. You invested or you didn't do anything at all. You're not doing the work. Okay, the Seven of Swords. Somebody's stealing from you or you're stealing from someone else. And to be honest with you, I think somebody's stealing from you or ripping you off, robbing you, cheating you in some type of way. Capricorn, you're not doing the work. You're not paying attention to what's going on. People are cheating you. You're cheating somebody else. I honestly think you're being cheated in some kind of way because you're not being aware of what's going on. Okay, so when I mean aware, you kind of have your eyes open, but they're not really open, right? Your consciousness is not open, right? You have people who are telling you this, that, and next, and whatever they're telling you is not. They're not. It's not truthful. Whatever business is going on, you're not aware of what's going on. You're not aware of it. People may be stealing from you, business wise, cheating you. Maybe you, maybe you go to make a purchase somewhere, and somebody thinks that you're so gullible and so stupid that they could cheat you out your money. You make a purchase and they shortchange you. I'm like, this person, Capricorn is so gullible. They're not gonna ask me back for the rest of their change. You know what? I'm gonna cheat them 50 cents. I'm gonna cheat them a couple of bucks. They're not gonna notice it. They're not gonna notice it. And even if they do notice it, they may not say something about it. So it's about being aware and speaking up for yourself when you see that you're being cheated, when you see that you're being taken advantage of. You need to advocate for yourself. Okay? And this all goes back to cleansing your energy so that you don't get yourself into these situations to begin with. All right, Capricorn, those of you who are doing the work. Oh, very, very good. Very good. The Six of Pentacles. This is a great card. This is an amazing card. Okay. Now, I'm glad that this pattern is actually right here because I want to show you something. Okay, so check this out. Those of you who are doing the work, you're helping people. All the hard work that you put in, you're sowing all the hard work that you put in. All the hard work that you put in. And then eventually you're going to reap the benefits. Helping people balances out your karma in order for you to reap the rewards in the end. Okay. Aquarius people who are not doing the work. So you made it this far to the Eight of Wands. You've done the works. You're currently not doing the work because you've done it already and you made it to the Eight of Wands. Okay, but doesn't mean that you stop there. You keep moving up. You keep doing the work to move up the tarot. Okay, so either you're receiving communication or you're sending communication. To be honest with you, I believe that you're receiving communication. So you doing the work, let's say in the love sector, that person obviously sees something about you. Okay, and they're communicating with you. Whether you're doing a love spell, whether you meet somebody naturally, however it is, maybe put a spell on somebody and they really, 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 really are attracted to you in some kind of way. Right? So you did the work and you're receiving a lot of love offers, a lot of communications of love from the person that you're interested in. Those of you who are doing the work, you're currently with somebody right now. So it could be the first stages. You know, the both of you just met. You're probably in a relationship or in a situationship. I want to say at least 2 months is the first stages, right? You just met somebody, and you're currently learning about that person. They're probably learning about you as well, right? And you got to keep doing the work to maintain that. How do I say that? Not you don't want to just, it's just something physical and then you lose interest afterwards. It's like, what else about this person can I learn about that I find interesting, that I find intriguing? You know, maybe you're not in it for the long run. That's maybe they're not either. But for right now, the both of you are definitely interested in each other. That's a fact right now. You and that person is definitely interested in each other. So these are good cards. These are great cards. You're doing the work. You met somebody. You like them. They like you. Right? And those of you who are not doing the work, you've done the work already. So you have communication from the person that you're interested in, or maybe you're communicating with them now. But these are really good cards, Aquarius. These look like really good cards for you for love. And the last sign of the deck is Pisces, who are not doing the work. You're in the Wheel of Fortune. Be mindful of this. This is really going to get you. And the Hermit, those of you who are not doing the work. Those of you who are doing the work, sorry. Those of you who are not doing the work, you've made it to the Wheel of Fortune. But also, be mindful that you don't want to get knocked down from where you currently are. It all goes back to doing the work to maintain what you're currently at going above where you're currently at. You never want to go back down. You never want to go a step beneath where you currently are. You want to move up. And once you reach a good spot in the tarot, you want to maintain where you currently are. You don't want to move up to where you're at the Devil. You don't want to move to where you're at the Tower. And you also don't want to be in a spot where you are in, where you want to reach the Death card. Okay, and to avoid reaching these tarot cards, you have to either maintain what you're currently doing, or avoid getting into those situations to begin with. Once again, it goes back to your energy. If you're attracting these types of people, then that's what the energy that you're going to be in, and then you're going to move up to the tarot, back down to the tarot. It's gonna fluctuate based on your energy. So if you're in a good point in life where you currently are, you want to maintain that. You don't want to do too much where you're overindulging and then you end up reaching the Devil or reaching the Death card where it's over. Right? You definitely don't want to get to the Fool where you have a mental illness. So the Fool card for me is people with mental illness, having really high egos and just confusion all around. They're the ones who went beyond. They wanted too much, and they're just at a really crazy point in life right now. Right? Those I would call. Honestly, I really want to say really want to say that card is mental illness at this point. Okay, I need to put my laptop on charge so it doesn't shut off. There we go. Okay.